You don't think much of the modern swing then?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
That's what's hit.
It's not a golf move anymore what they're teaching.
No.
It's not a golf move.
Teaching people to get on top of the ball.
It's not a golf move.
Mm-hmm.
It's not rhythmical anymore.
Mm-mm. No.
They don't let their swing balance them. Look, it throws them off balance.
Yeah.
Look at that, I haven't been off balance once.
Mm-mm.
My swing balances me. Watch, my swing will balance me.
So you come up as a result of your club swinging you.
Sure.
That's solid. That was a little draw on it there.
Ooh, I like that. For a forward. Watch this.
Yeah, I like that.
I think anybody would like that.
Here it is again. Here's the feeling of greatness.
How many course records do you hold?
41 at one time.
41?
It's down to about 28 now.
Hmm. All in Canada?
Oh no, down Florida.
Florida? 28 course
shot
records.
59 3 times. Oh, shot 59 3 times.
Hmm.
Hey Mo, is that story a wedge driver, driver wedge? Is that a true story?
Ooh, I used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
When you get the forward this good, why not? I hit my forward 2 feet from the hole. Instead of hitting the wedge 2 feet, I hit the forward 2 feet. What the hell? What's the difference? Hit the forward like that, it's only 2 feet.
That's pretty pure.
Hey, that's a nice little draw there.
It says why hit driver when you hit the time.
Forward.
Yeah.
That's a forward.
I know, that's what I say, why hit driver. Is this small?
Here, I'll break the club this time with my legs. Ooh, purified any better than that all you sure had. Go out there and catch that, it wouldn't hurt you.
No.
It's coming down like a 9-iron. Even with range balls. Give me balado. Ooh, it's like an airplane. Watch this. Oh, is that pure? Oh, is that ever pure? So simple.
Just repeats one right after another. That's what's so amazing.
So I walked into the room with my coaches and I asked them the same question quite often. What are we seeing in the thousands of people that are using our academy online to learn the single plane swing? And they brought up 4 of the most common things we're seeing. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about change of directions and transition, how we actually start producing speed in the golf swing. So I see common themes and elements that people struggle with when learning motion in the single plane swing. And the third most common thing we see is just change of directions in lower body. Now, I talked a little bit about this in the previous video when it comes to how to brace against the trail leg, but most of the people that have trouble with transition, and I'll show you what having trouble with it is, when you have a hard time changing directions, which means the lower body must move first before the upper body. When you change from backswing into downswing, we must see the lower body change directions first. So, you know, if you watch a good golf swing, if you watch Moe, you see as he goes to the top, his lower body starts moving first before the upper body comes down. And it's called lag. The upper body's lagging behind, the arms are lagging behind, and this is moving first. That's the sequence of events that needs to occur. But a lot of people have trouble with that. And if you have trouble with that, what happens is, if the upper body goes first, you get the arms can't come from the proper plane, and you'll come over it, you'll hit behind it. I mean, anything can happen because the club isn't improperly positioned coming down into impact. So, how do we combat this? And the issue is, most of the time, the problem is a backswing problem. And this is why you're struggling. If you're a guy who says, man, I just can't transition correctly, it's probably going to be found in the position you're in the backswing, because you have put your body in a position that really can't transition. So what happens is, if you shift on this right leg, so you shift back on the trail leg, not rotationally, When you try to come down, you will rotate, and so the arms are forced to come over. So a lot of times it's the backswing pelvis position and rotation that's causing the inability to move at first. So what you want is you want to rotate correctly in the backswing. So watch this. If I correctly rotated in the position of my pelvis, I can push it. See, it's because I've put the weight on the inside, a pushing part of my inside of my foot and leg, which I can push the pelvis forward. So my initial move can be a push from my inside my right leg. So when I do this, I go to the top, I can push. And so when I can push, I can start it. If I can start it, it can go in front of this. So that's where I see it. I see it mostly in a backswing position problem. And you don't want to cause too much problem. You don't want to do this. You don't want to straighten the leg because that pushes it too far. Now you can't, you push that pelvis too far forward, you get out of position as well. So in the last video, I kind of briefed you on this. I like to keep my trail leg in position. I like to move around that knee. So wherever I start the knee, I like to keep it as close to that as I can, which allows the pelvis to rotate and allows the rotation to allow the weight to go to the inside of that foot. That's how I initiate the movement of transition. But if I teach this, and if I teach you this, I'm gonna start the downswing before you achieve the full backswing. So in other words, I want to start this before I start the downswing, but I need to complete the backswing, right? In other words, I need to get to this position correctly before I start it. So there's a timing element here, and this is how timing's created, by the way. So I'll do that for you. I'm just gonna set up correctly, watch my trail leg. I'm gonna work around my trail leg, and you'll see me brace around it, and then I can move it first coming down. So what you see there, and we'll slow this swing down, you see as I go back, I brace around the leg. Then you'll see the lower body initiate first, upper body then catch up, and the lower body must start moving first. So what I teach people to do is feel like they're about right here where this arm is about halfway back. It's a little more than halfway, but right there. When they initiate there, they tend to, and they complete this, they get a pretty good idea of how the lower body is starting the movement before the upper body. So that's the fourth thing we see. That's a little tip for you on transition, making sure you get the lower body moving before the upper body. Hope you enjoyed that content. On the next video, we're gonna talk about kind of putting this together in the braking system and how important that is in your single plane swing.